Alright. I know there's a lot of people like waking up right now. So I'm going to, since I put out a lot of truths out there, right? It's my responsibility to also help with putting it into perspective. So I'm going to do the best that I can. Okay. What helps me put everything into theories, right? So basically, I'm going to explain the theory that helps my universe. Now, imagine when you can to close your eyes with... I completely got off subject there. Okay. Imagine. If you can do it with your eyes open, cool. If not, everything that you've been watching, there's been subliminal attachments that have cured the curiosity you have. And it opened up a little door. So that way, in this moment, you'll understand more of what I'm talking about. Now, we all have situations, right? Now, pretend every situation is sort of like a fractaled off spider web. Now, you've got one for the matrix itself. You've got one for, there's a popular word I like to use for this, situationships. There's another, again, fractal spider web for that right there again. There's another one for the rules of right, and there's another one for the rules of wrong. This includes duality. And the last one that helps me the most is the fractal theory of the expectations of others. Once you have all these fractal spider web thoughts that you can arrange as a fractal, you know what I mean? It's all got, yes, it's its own universe, basically. Now, imagine all those fractals and now just toss them aside completely. Completely. You have space to breathe again. Because all that, yes, it is happening. There's some things you can tweak. There's some things you can't really right now, right? But the important thing to remember is that you can toss all these things aside. Now, these fractals, sort of like a spider web, they were all created by you. And now that I've shown you this fractaled thought idea, spider web of its own universe within itself, and you've tossed your side away from it, you can take that shape and flip it on its side, and it looks like the universe. Because that's what you are. When you come to a realization that in your stillness, you are responsible for it all. 1 second, please. An inner peace settles in. That is the light of God. And basically, when you're in this stillness, God sees you and does this. And that's when the blessings start to basically come flooding back in again. And It's beautiful. Now, by imagining all of what I've just said, when you take your breath and you also picture that, the path that it follows is the path of the symbol of 8, which is eternity. Because in your moment, you are infinite. This basically shows you the spiritual default by imagining what it is you really are. Now take a minute to process this. So basically, when you put everything aside, you can actually take the responsibility of what your thoughts are doing and push those aside as well. Now, when you do this in your imagination, this is called spiritual sight. Some will have it better than others, but that's okay. With practice, everything actually works out in your favor because you're giving yourself the time to not get too shook up about what it is that's happening. Now, when the light of God is presented, or whatever your most high is, you'll be flooded instantly in your imagination by closing your eyes or in real time with your eyes open. This is when you know your third eye is completely open, is when your eyes are open and you can actually see it in the 3D. Now, with this energy influxing into your vessel, it's going to flood in like a DNA strand. All right? And that's explaining the frequencies. And basically it's going to make you emit a vibration to either call in your ancestors, your higher self. Each chakra has a different superpower. For everyone, that's completely unique to their own self, which is fucking fantastic. And basically, the reason why I've done all this is basically to show you my perception of things and how I handle my day-to-day moments of pure infinite creation and my craziness that is my genius, right? And this all started because you have to look at it from a different perspective. Once you get that light of God, it's going to form like a tornado around your head and go right through your body. And at your root chakra is where you'll connect with Gaia, and she'll funnel all the negativity out so that way you have more room to grow. So if it hurts now, emotionally, it will pass. And from another vantage point, because you'll get to meet your higher self by doing these exercises and the source of what you really are. Once you get comfortable by visualizing yourself in an imaginary spiritual vision type bubble, and you push aside everything and you get comfortable with seeing this avatar that you're healing, the observer that is healing the avatar is actually your most inner sacred being. And with time, you will meld these two together. And everyone that is awakened knows that basically the light workers were activated when Trump took office. Because we had a program already within our soul knowing that when Trump doesn't win the election, we shall all rise. Because if we're accepting corruption out there, that means we are accepting corruption in here, in our hearts, which is not how we are built. And with that said, I hope this helps a little bit, and I send you a lot of love and a lot of angels with patience. And remember that God will actually hold your fall. Have a beautiful day, and I wish you all the best. You guys have a wonderful fucking day, for real, I'm serious. It might be raining outside, but it's still fucking beautiful. Just like you.